What's up, everybody? I am back here with another video, and today's video is going to be on tips and tricks for MLB, 8 of them to really become the best player you possibly can. Most of these, and really all of these, are going to be focused on online gameplay, so mainly ranked seasons and Battle Royale, but also in other game modes you can use these as a way to kind of get a competitive edge on the CPU if you really wanted to. But yeah, here's the first tip. So the first tip here is strike zone view. I really stress this. Use this hitting view as you can see here. I'm using strike zone 1. If strike zone 1 is really zoomed in for you, I would recommend using strike zone 2. The reason that I recommend using these hitting views is because you're really zoomed in and you can see the ball out of the pitcher's hand very well. And I mean, I know this is rookie, and now this is veteran, but I'm smacking Danny Duffy right now. But I mean, on any hitting view, you should probably be able to smack somebody on rookie. But what I'm saying is you really do get a good view of the release, and it really helps you be precise with your PCI placement. The next tip I'm going to recommend for you guys is start your PCI high and in and react to anything else. So as you can see right there on that home run ball, I started my PCI just a little bit high and just a little bit inside. And the reason for that is going to be in the next tip. But I just feel like this is a really easy way to react. It's super easy to react to high and inside, and you can still push that thing on the outside corner to hit that outside pitch. But really, I just feel like this is super comfortable for me, and this is completely personal preference. But if I had to recommend one way to start your PCI, it would definitely be high and inside. The next tip I have for you, and this is just kind of something to remember for in-game. The reason why I like to start my PCI high and in is because high fastballs, a 98-mile-an-hour high fastball, let's say, so right here where my PCI is going to give you less reaction time than that same pitch thrown down here. So if you're trying to throw really hard with your pitcher, you know, let's just say you're throwing fastballs and you're throwing them high, your high fastballs are going to be faster than the low fastballs. I really shouldn't have chased that curveball. But yeah, just inside is gives you less time to react than outside, and high gives you less time to react than low. And you can also use that going in when you are thinking about pitching. But yeah, just a big tip, and maybe something to take into consideration if you don't really want to start your PCI high and in like I do. Maybe you start it somewhere else based on where you have more reaction time. Another tip here is pretty exclusive to the higher difficulties, I would say. And it is always sit on the fastball or the sinker or something that, you know, is one of the pitcher's hardest pitches. Now, if you're looking at Corey Kluber, the 99, you're going to I always sit on sinker, because sinker is the pitch that he throws the most by far. And you know, you want to sit on the pitch that you're going to get the most, and you're definitely going to get the most fastballs in the game, unless you're playing some troll or something. But 99% of the time, you are going to get all fastball, or not all fastballs, but the majority of the pitches you are going to see in the game are going to be fastballs, sinkers, and if you're facing somebody like Rivera, you're going to see some cutters as well. And speaking of Rivera, whoa, perfect fly ball, question mark. Speaking of Rivera and Larry Walker, they came out not too long ago, less than a week ago, and I'm going to have debuts out on the channel very soon for you guys to enjoy and watch. So make sure to keep posted and maybe subscribe, show some support for the videos, so I can keep on bringing you content for these new players. But on to the next tip. So the last just straight up tip today is going to be warming up, and there are going to be two ways I'm going to recommend you warm up. The first way is just getting into a custom practice in facing somebody. If I want to face a left-hander, I'm going to face Aroldis Chapman and the Yankees, of course. If I want to face a right-hander, I'm going to face Roberto Osuna and the Astros, just because I feel like even though his live series is an 85, he's still a pain in the butt to hit against. So there we go, fouling off that changeup, sitting on the fastball, just like I told you in some of the previous tips. But anyway, I really recommend maybe just 10-15 minutes before a game, just start warming up and just, get your swing. If you're not feeling so great with the swing on warm-ups, maybe you're like, I'm gonna go play some Rainbow Six Siege or something, maybe you just don't risk the ranked game that day. And maybe if your swing feels really good, maybe you're like, hey, let me play a few ranked games today and see how I do. But the second way you should warm up is what you see me doing right now. As you can see, I'm moving my PCI a lot. I'm getting ready to react to whatever Danny Duffy is throwing here. And on lower difficulties, again, the slower pitch speeds, found that off. The slower pitch speeds, it's not as important to do this, but on Legend, you need to do this. You really do need to react, because sitting on one spot in Legend is never going to work. And you just need to react to the ball at this level in the game. There's not really much else you can do. Maybe you sit on high fastball and you get one once in a while, but any opponent who's actually moving their PCI to the ball is going to out hit you in basically every scenario. So I really just I cannot recommend enough that you just move your PCI and warm it up, if you will, just warm it up, get it ready. Oh, that was an ugly swing. Do not judge me for that. But on to the last tips, I guess you could say, but they're more of recommendations. So I have two recommendations dash tips, maybe tricks you want to call them. But the first one is a cheap option to improve your game, and they really do help in almost every game that's competitive. And no, I'm not sponsored. I only have like 350 subscribers, so Control Freaks doesn't even know I exist at this point. But I really do like their products. I got my Control Freaks a few weeks back just for MLB The Show 20. I saw a video recommending them, and I just want to recommend them to anybody who's actually seeing this video. I'm using the Purple Galaxy Control Freaks. I really feel like you get the best grip out of them. I bought a pack for around $15, and it came with a mid-rise joystick, which I recommend you use on your left thumbstick for the PCI, and a high-rise joystick for your right thumbstick for analog pitching. I think it really does help with analog pitching. But they are pretty durable so far. I haven't had really any wear or tear on them. And as I can see right now, I mean, there's nothing really inside of the Purple Galaxies. They offer really good grip, and really, it's just, you got to get used to them. Right away, they're going to feel weird. You're going to be like, what the heck? What is this? This is unnatural and everything. I was the same way. After a day or two, you're going to love them. You're going to never be able to go back. So they're going to make your aim better in shooters. I think they're all around something that every gamer should have if you're on console. And I mean, that's my first recommendation. The second recommendation, and really the final tip dash trick of this video, is play on a monitor. Now, I know monitors can get expensive, but honestly, reaction time, response time, and input lag are all, I mean, you need to have top tier, in all of them. I mean, you don't have to, but it really, really, really helps if you have low input lag and you have high frames per second. The reason I'm really excited for the PS5 is because it's going to be higher frames per second. It's going to have higher frames. So games like MLB, games like Call of Duty, they'll be more cross-play friendly. And I'm really excited for that, because I cannot wait to play people on Nintendo Switch And, well, I think Xbox actually going to have better specs than the PS5, unfortunately, but you know what, that's fine. But the Nintendo Switch players might get a little smacked on just because, you know, it's a Nintendo Switch. But anyway, yeah, a monitor is really recommended. There are some cheap ones out there, but my dad had some points on this work site, so he went ahead and kind of made out a little deal, and he picked me one up with his work points, so I got a decent one. But yeah, I would just recommend, if you don't have a monitor, if you can't get that, if that's out of your price range, go on your TV, go on the settings. If you don't know how to get to the settings, I mean, you can probably just Google it, honestly, but just go and set that thing into game mode, because before I got this monitor, just testing out the TV that I used to play on when I really started this channel, I would swing, and then like a full second later display it, because it was in super high quality for watching like movies and stuff. But then, you know, putting it into game mode, it's a little bit better, but a monitor is definitely the move, if you will say. But that is the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I really hope at least a few of these tips helped you, and if they did, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe from you guys, showing support to the channel, to me. It really helps me know that you guys are loving the videos. I know the last video did not do so hot. Wow, I thought I shot that off. I know the last video didn't do super hot, but you know, I'm just going to keep on pushing out content. That's really what I find enjoyment in, bringing content to you guys, even if 20 of you watch it, or if 200 of you, if 2,000, if I ever get to that point, of course. I'm just glad, and I'm happy to be pushing out stuff for you guys to watch. But anyway, I think that's all I have to say for today, and that's the video. Peace!